I don't trim or shape my brows, but I'm able to achieve this body brows with my technique. Let me show you. I'm going to start with the Got To Be glue. This is the only glue that works for my type of brows. I'm going to coat all the brow hair with the Got To Be glue, and I will wait for some few seconds for it to get tacky. When it looks like the white residue is disappearing, it means it's tacky and you can press it down. So I'm going to press it down using the brow spoolie. You can use any brow gel or any glue of your choice if it's only going to hold the brows for you. But for me and my brows, I use Got To Be glue. It's for the hair, I know, but I use it to hold my brows down when I want to do makeup, and trust me, this stays on until I decide to take it off. That is how good it holds the hair. When I'm done pressing it with the brow spoolie, I go in with my fingers to further press it more because I want it to be really flat. That way I can draw any shape of brows I want. And if you're new here or seeing my face for the first time, I don't trim or shape my brows, and this is how I do my brows to get a body brow, or let me say the Instagram brow. Okay, when I'm done pressing, I take all the residue from the brows, any excess glue. I make sure I clean everything before I start shaping the brows. Okay, as you can see, there are some glues in the brows and I need to take all those glue out just like I'm doing. So if you're going to use a Got To Be glue, make sure you clean the excess glue after you have done pressing the brows. Okay, and the next step is to set the brows with a translucent powder or any powder. You can use a pressed powder. This is going to take any shine from the brows and make the brow easy to shape with your pencil. This way your pencil is going to glide on smoothly. It's not going to be slippy, especially if you're going to use a brow gel. Most of them don't dry down, so you would have to set with a powder to take away the shine. But with a Got To Be glue, you can still draw your brows without setting it. But I like to sometimes set the brows because I have an oily skin. So when I'm done setting the brows, I'm going to go in with my pencil. This is the same as the Davis pencil, okay, dark brown, and I'm going to put it at the edge of my nose like that. We just need a guideline, and if you want a perfect brow shape, you should start from the edge of your nose, okay, going up and place a dot at where you're going to start your brows, just like this. Okay, and I'm going to draw a straight line till I get to where I want my brow to be carved. Okay, so right there is where I'm going to carve downwards. As you can see, I'm drawing into my brow hair. It's because if I'm to shape my brows, all that hair wouldn't be there. And since I don't shape my brows or trim my brows, I need to draw into the hair to get my desired brow shape. And I've been doing this for years. It works all the time. You're going to see it when I'm done concealing. I use the brow spoolie again to shape the hairs on top. This is going to bring all the excess hair into the brows, and how you shape those hair is going to determine how big or small your brows is going to be. I left a bit of space at the beginning, and I place a dot somewhere in the middle and another dot at where I want the brow to be carved. And those two dots, you're going to connect them with a straight line, and then you come to carve the brow just like I'm doing. Take your time when doing this step because that is what makes the brow beautiful. And when you get the arc nicely, you then slide down and then fill in where there is no hairs. When you get the brow shape nice, your concealing is not going to be hard. Okay, so try as much as possible to get the shaping right. Okay, and now to concealing the brows, I'm using a concealer one shade lighter than my foundation and a flat angle brush. Starting from the middle, I'm going to trace the line till the end. Please take your time when doing this. Tracing the line is the key here. Okay, when you properly trace the line, the rest is easy. Use the tip of the brush to trace the line, and just look at the way I'm holding the brush. This is how you're going to make sure the concealer doesn't get into the brows and then spoil all your hard work for you. When you're done tracing, you can go ahead and use the leftover concealer to clean the brows. Okay, and just look at how neat the brow is looking. Okay, so always make sure to trace the line first. When you get the line right, and then you come to clean the excess the rest. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing to the other brows. I'm going to trace the line nicely, and then I'm going to use the excess product to clean the brows just like this. Okay, so first trace and then use the excess to clean the brows nicely. And don't forget to blend the concealer on your eyelid. Don't leave it under the brows like that. Okay, it's going to dry up and it's going to make the brow look bad. Okay, so blend it into the eyelid. It's even going to serve as an eyeshadow primer for you. When you're done with that, you go in with your foundation to conceal the beginning of the brows. This is going to make the brows look more natural, and you're going to use the same method. You trace and then you blend, making sure the lines are straight and perfect. And I'll blend the excess product on my eyelid. I'll do the same thing on the other brows. Trace the line nicely, and I'll use the excess to clean it. Now to the top of the brow, using the same foundation, I'm going to start on my forehead, making sure the brush is laid flat, and I'm going to pick the product from my forehead so I get close to the brow. This is going to make sure you're not taking too much product into the brows, and you need to take your time when doing this, okay? Now to the left brow, it's sometimes hard to conceal, so this is how I like to do mine. I put the brush in between my fingers like that, and then I make sure I'm seeing all my left brows in the mirror. This way I'm not going to make mistakes by cleaning the cap. That is what happened to most of people. So just take your time and then conceal it. It will be nice, okay? Just make sure you're seeing your full brow in the mirror. And when you're done concealing the brows, you then go ahead with your pencil. Make sure the pencil is well sharpened, okay? And we are going to do a hairline stroke in front of the brows. Remember where we started the brows, there is no hairs there, so we need to create one. So a hairline stroke is going to mimic a natural hair for you, okay? And then you go in with your pencil to fill in where there is no hairs and correct every part that you feel there is a mistake there, and just like that, your brow is almost done. When you're done with all your correction, you then go in to blend the excess concealer on your forehead to make everything smooth. You see how the concealer on my forehead matches my skin tone? You will see in a second when I blend in, it's going to melt like butter into the skin. That is my foundation shade, and we use that to conceal the top of the brow and also the beginning of the brow. This is going to make your brows neat. There won't be any harsh bright concealer on your face. You can see where exactly the brows is highlighted, okay? Just the tail, like half of the brow, okay? And it's only down there. This will make your brows bold and beautiful and even look more natural. This is not my updated one. I'm going to bring you guys that one soon. It's kind of similar, but I need to post this one first. Please don't forget to share, comment, like, and let me know if you have any question. Yes guys, that is it, and I'll see you guys in my next video.